Welcome to the Where's the Focus podcast. WTF is an entertaining yet educational ride with top guests from every industry. Knowing where your focus goes, your energy flows. Hosted by top-selling author, sought-after speaker, leading coach, and high-level executive in the financial industry, Daniel Manginelli. So, WTF.
So great, Jen. Here we go again. Welcome back to the WTF Where's the Focus podcast.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. Boss lady Jennifer running the board. How you doing today, Jen?
It's been a long week.
Has it been a long week?
That's how I feel today. I think I need another coffee.
You got the wah-wahs today?
Yeah. That's how I feel.
Well, maybe today will bring you up a little bit. I'm going to jazz it up. How's that sound? Is that okay with you? I've been doing some shorts on YouTube. If you know the shorts, they're just little clips, 10 seconds, 15-second clips. And some right now I'm talking about, going to the gym very early in the morning.
4:15. 4:15 isn't early. It's literally.
Are you crazy? Are you out of your mind?
Crazy.
Look at her twisted knobs and getting it. I like it. Well, as I said, I go to the gym early, and yes, it's crazy, not wired right. But in the videos, I'm really just trying to relate to people that it's not easy getting up. It's not easy getting moving. It's not simple or it's comfortable for me in any way. So recently, I just had someone come up to me, actually last week. They came up to me and they asked what gym I go to. And I, answered a small personal training gym. It's called ProFit. I had my trainer on the podcast last week, a few weeks ago, if you watched that, but it's called ProFit. And just keep the conversation going, I asked them, do you go or do you belong to a gym too? And, when you ask people that, they kind of flex a little bit and suck in their stomach because they want to make sure that they know that you go to a gym. I got a hearty yes. Okay.
Is that what you do? Do you flex your arms?
Of course, what are you talking about? I go to a gym. Have you seen me? No, I don't do that. I'm just kidding. That's part of that. You see the entertainment part when the introduction you had?
Yeah. Is that what that is? Oh, gosh. Okay.
Going off the rails
Let's
here.
continue with your story.
Oh, good. I remember. Okay, so when I was talking about, and they said yes, I think. Yes, so they said yes and said I'm getting back into going this year and actually enjoying it. Set my New Year's resolution goals. I'm enjoying going back to the gym. And as encouraging as I can, I said, that's great, keep it up, because I know it's not easy, because it's not. And then I asked also, did you just join the gym or that you've been going to? And the answer was with most of us that, we belong to a gym is no, I've been a member for years. And by me asking, I hope I wasn't intrusive in some cases, but I said, if you don't mind, before this month when you said you were getting back to it, how often did you go to the gym? And with that smile that people get that really don't want to answer, when they've been in years past, they said maybe every month, or maybe every other month, which really meant January of last year when they set their goal. You can think about it. And just encouraging, I'm basically said, I'm glad to hear you're back. And if there's anything I can say or watching me go, if it helps you in any way, thank you. Thank you for listening. And they gave me some good kudos and I appreciated it. But I know it's not easy. Why I asked the question, and I usually ask the question when people talk about, fitness and going, because again, I'm not saying I'm in great shape. I mean, I struggle every single day with getting out of bed, or I struggle with what I'm going to eat and how I'm going to do it. And genetically, I'm not blessed, that's for sure. But, it's a question to me that, we pay for a thing like a gym that we feel that we're paying for. So just so we can say, yes, I'm a member. Like when someone says, do you go to the gym? And yes, I'm a member. And they show the little keychain thing that they have or their their card. And we don't cancel or they don't cancel because sometime they're going to get back into it. But I don't want to cancel it because the next month I'm going to start, the first quarter I'm going to start. And I'm sure some people can relate as I'm saying this because I can relate in some ways. Here's a great thing. Do you know that gyms have way more members than they actually can accommodate? And it's just true. So I did some research in an article, and low-price gyms are the most extreme example. Planet Fitness, which charges about $10 to $20 per month, has on an average of 6,500 members per gym. I'm going to say that again. 6,500 members per gym because it's not that expensive. $10 or $20 isn't that big of a deal. But most of the gyms that they have can hold around 300 people. So they have 6,500 members per gym, but it only holds about 300 people. So that gym can do it because they know that their members just aren't going to show up. It's not that much, and it doesn't hurt, and the commitment's not there. And if you think about it, if everybody showed up to that gym that had memberships, it would be like Thunderdome. There'd just be too many people in there, and it'd be fighting for whatever piece of equipment that they wanted. And the example I want to say is we all do this in our lives. We pay money just in case, we want to show up. But does showing up 3 times a year make it worth it? Or make a difference to your fitness or health? Now, I'm going to relate this to your lives. I think that one of my goals that I write every single year is I'm going to have a date night once a week with my wife, in our lives. Does taking my wife to dinner 3 times last year justify quality time spent or a date night with my spouse? But crazy enough, if someone asks me, do you spend quality time with your wife alone? I'm going to say absolutely yes. Of course I did. But I only did 3 times last year. Does that equate to it? How about in business? If someone asked you, do you spend blocked off hours prospecting for new business? Would you say yes because one time you spent an hour making phone calls? Does that count as blocked off hours consistently? Does it consist of a plan? What I'm hoping for is we can realize just because you did something one time doesn't become your always or your normal. To become your always or normal requires an intentional internal motivation that paying money or trying it one time doesn't get you there. So in this quick message today, I hope that listening will remind you just because something seems so simple and you write it down doesn't make it easy. You're not alone. But to break old habits or get uncomfortable doing the things you know you need to do takes a desire that only you can commit to. So this week, instead of going through the motions and saying the things like you think you do or you did it once, go to the action of doing the things consistently. Now, it's going to be hard the first time, or the second, and maybe third time. But when you commit and set a time and a plan, if you don't compromise your commitment, it gets easier, and it'll get to the place that you want to be. So here you go, Jen. To sum up today, if you're going to pay for a gym, go to the gym. All right, you got that?
Yes.
Okay,
check.
got it. Check. If you say you're in sales, sell. Got it?
Check.
Got it. If you have a plan and you're going to do something, make sure you do it great and don't do it half-ass.
Perfect.
Check?
Got it.
Okay.
Check. All 3. Check.
Do you have a membership to a gym, Jen?
I did have a membership to Planet Fitness, and that's so funny that you say that or bring that story up and that statistic because I was a member there because it's so cheap. So if I didn't go, it was okay. But I canceled it because now I go to a private gym where it's more expensive. So I make it a point to go every single time.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you commit. And that's what they're hoping on. 6,500 members per gym.
I'm like picturing that right now. Like, what if more than 300 people show up? You can't even walk in there.
They're banking on it. Even the commercials only have like 4 people in the gym. So
right.
they're okay with it.
Oh my goodness.
So come on, guys, get a plan and commit. Thanks for your time for being with me and Jennifer today. Hey, as always, send me your feedback, good or even bad, whatever you have to say. You can call me names. I'm fine with that. Just call me something. That's fine. Hit me up at dan@manginelligroup.com, dan@manginelli group.com. And remember to go have fun and make dreams come true.